Welcome, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Riti and I'm the founder and CEO of RankMyAgent. And I'm joined today by my colleague, Gianna, who is one of our fantastic senior account managers at RankMyAgent. So we're super excited to be here today to launch our partnership with REMAX Rouge River Realty. And this is really going to empower all of you to use online reviews in your business. Today's session is called The Power of Online Reviews for Real Estate in 2026. And this topic is evolving incredibly fast. By the end of the session, you're going to walk away with a clear, practical roadmap. And this is going to give you a practical insights on how you can use verified online reviews to grow your business, especially in this new AI-driven world. So please ensure your mics are muted, and then at the end, we can open up for any questions that may come up. Feel free to use the chat box as needed, and our team's on standby to answer any questions as they come along as well. So here's what we're covering today. I just wanted to get into what we're covering, the very fundamentals of why RankMyAgent is so important in this changing world of AI. Then I want to get into getting started with RankMyAgent, how to set up your profile, how to add contacts, how to request reviews, how do you use the review templates, and how teams can make most of the platform. Following which, we want to walk you through the client's journey. So we want to talk to you about how a client receives a survey and what is the easiest way to complete the survey. And finally, we get into generating more business with reviews, geo-farming, displaying reviews on Realtor.ca, your own website, and social media. We have some neat integrations as well with Google and LinkedIn that I think you would be interested in. I also love the way that you can add graphics to your reviews. You can put them on your social media, which is, perfect for Testimonial Tuesdays. So we're going to cover a lot of material here. And so I think we should just jump in. A little bit about myself. I'm Riti, and we founded RankMyAgent in 2014 when I really saw that there was a disconnect in the industry with what is being said about agents online and what actually was happening. At that time, there was no trusted review platform out there, and that's where I took my background in emerging technologies and having newly been licensed at that time, I took the information that I knew and we built this platform. We went from 500 agents to over 20,000 agents across Canada. So we are a Canadian company. And a little bit on the personal front, I do live in the US right now in DC for my husband, his job. And in my free time, you'll find me baking, playing tennis, and we have 2 kids and a puppy. Gianna, a little bit more about Gianna. She's our account manager at RankMyAgent, and she has a business economics degree and currently resides in Calgary. So let me start with a question. How important are online reviews to consumers' decision? We surveyed consumers directly, and the data basically tells us from Bright Local that 91% of people will look at online reviews when they are looking for an agent to work with. Looking at NAR's 2025 Generational Trends Report, the top 3 factors in choosing an agent what is their experience? Are they trustworthy? And what is the repetition of that agent? And if you notice something, that all of these are actually tied to having strong review profiles that communicate who you are and how you conduct your business. As for our Canadian audience, when we look at the 2023 Future of Real Estate report, one of the most important factors right there is trust. So, people are looking for agents that they can trust, how quick they are to respond. We just have a few more people joining us. I'm just going to add them. So good reviews, online, like this is what the number 3 thing is that people are looking for. And, we're not surprised that reviews are so important in today's age. So now, let's talk about RankMyAgent and see how all of this fits in. RankMyAgent is a leading online platform that connects real estate professionals and brokerages to the public. We do that based on verifiable reviews. So RankMyAgent is different, that any review on the site is based on a firm closed transaction. It's not hearsay. And we also do have open APIs available that allows offices to connect reviews onto their office websites. We have some neat integrations. So with Realtor.ca, REMAX.ca, and these integrations actually really help empower you to ask reviews very easily and also take the most benefit out of it. You can leverage these reviews on the other sites, and I think that's just so powerful. Here's a quick summary that, what we do. So we can help you rank higher on Google and AI searches. We help you build visibility. We let you display your ratings and reviews everywhere. And certainly, the goal is to use these authentic feedback that you're gathering and let it speak for itself, let it share its story. And we find that that's where the trust is built. You can also rank higher on search results, and we see that over and over again. If we did a simple search for this team, you'll see right after their own page, the RankMyAgent page is showing here with the red orange snippets. These are called Google rich snippets, and anytime you gather a review, you'll see these happen. And I highly encourage you to start gathering reviews so that, that trust can be built. And someone who's researching you, trying to reconfirm who you are, they'll most likely, search you by your name. And that's where, this would be very important. A quick little search we did here. Who's the best realtor in Toronto? What happened was that the results were getting pulled out on AI, on Google itself, on the AI part, just by, the databases. So they're looking at databases such as RankMyAgent, and this is how these results are getting pulled out. Now I want to spend some time on something that's genuinely very new and super important, the way people are going to be searching for real estate professionals, because, it's really changing because of AI. Sharing a quote here, online reviews have transitioned from being a mere tool for customer relations and a marketing to becoming a fundamental component of the digital infrastructure. So what's happening is that reviews have now become ground truth data, and this data is being used to find you. And since this is the digital infrastructure, it's not a marketing extra anymore. This is like the backbone that AI systems are being built on. And that's where, I think it really has to sink in that we really have to put reviews into our strategy. So what does this really mean? I mean, when I look at ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, any of these tools, they're looking at the truth signals. And when someone is asking these tools, who is the best real estate agent in my neighborhood? The AI goes and reads reviews to figure out who you are, what you're great at, and who you serve. So strong, detailed reviews help boost that visibility in these AI recommendations. And this is actually a fundamental shift from SEO. You can't just, put keywords into a bio and hope that you'll appear. AI is reading your reviews, making judgments, and then, giving that to potential clients that are researching you. I did a quick search here for this agent, and as you can see, it kind of basically took the information from various websites, including RankMyAgent, and then it started to give a summary. So the new reality is that consumers are now typing things like "find me the best agent in XYZ city" directly into these tools. And that's where the recency of your review, reviews, the volume of your reviews, and the details of your reviews becomes really, really important. Strong reviews means that AI does place you ahead of competitors, and this is the new frontier of, I think, lead generation, and this is how you will have a massive advantage. So if I look at my examples here, once again, it's basically searching out these agents, and it's looking at these AI, these tools, these databases to surface out what is important about these agents and why they stand out. So when we look at specific traits mentioned in reviews, so the traits that AI is looking at is, are you responsive? Do you have negotiation skills? Or how are those negotiation skills? Neighborhood expertise? And if multiple reviews mention these areas, this is where your profile strength increases. And this is where you start to get noticed. The unique thing about RankMyAgent survey is that we, in our survey, have the real estate focused metrics that AI is looking for. So we do have, components in there about responsiveness, negotiation, neighborhood expertise. And so it's really tying in really nicely versus a 5-star, which can be kind of meaningless to AI, how that factors in. Now, here's something that may surprise you, but Canada's Competition Bureau is cracking down on fake reviews. And so with fake reviews, they have lots of penalties and crazy things going on. But the good thing about RankMyAgent is it's all related with verifiable reviews that have actually happened with firm closed transactions. And this is, great news for you guys, because since our reviews are fully compliant in that, this really helps you when, there could be fake reviews on the edges, and you want to be with a verifiable platform that only, has these. Reviews actually are also triple verified on RankMyAgent. So I also do want to mention that, so by you guys, by the client, and then by us. So that way we make sure that things go through multiple checks before they go live. So now I just want to give you a few tips on how you can make your reviews AI friendly. Encourage your clients to include property and neighborhood information. Make sure that they describe the wins, be it the pricing, the timing, the negotiation. Definitely encourage more than one sentence, because that information is needed. Make sure you're collecting these reviews after each and every deal as it firms up. And, make sure you respond to these reviews, because, AI is also looking at your active engagement. So the big takeaway here is that verified reviews now are powering both Google and AI search. And these are your digital assets working for you all the time. The more trust signals you have, the more visibility you will get. And this really is the new growth engine. So, I just want to give you like a big takeaway of how this is working. So if you look at this diagram, basically what's happening is that AI is trying to learn about you. They're going to various websites. Once they do that, they're processing this data and they're summarizing it. And that's where these results are showing. I did a quick search, best reviewed realtors in Toronto. What happened here was it exactly did this in the diagram, where it went through the third-party site through RankMyAgent, and it surfaced up results. So it took a variety of different sites, and then it pulled out data. And Dave here is showing, because he does have a lot of reviews on RankMyAgent and has been with us for many, many years now. So now let's look at some of the benefits of collecting reviews. If the AI front didn't, validate the importance of this, just want to tell you that reviews do convert and they do lead to more business. So we have agents here from a 2020 study, 15 leads for Scarlett converted to closed deals. For Craig Adam, REMAX Crown, 20 leads, 150K in commission. So, these are real agents just like you guys, and they're building their presence, they're building their reviews, and it is translating for them. I also do love how agents take their reviews and market them into listing presentations. So they market them into the listing presentations, and then they encourage the clients to visit the third-party site to learn more about them, because that helps build trust. They also do connect the online and offline information really well. And this just helps tie in the story. I like how Simon Hunt here takes his sale and sold writers, and then he'll put read my reviews on RankMyAgent. He'll add a writer, because when people go online, the neighbors will learn more about him, and that's how he's going to win business. And, I think that this really just works in building that brand. And the beauty of verified reviews is that they communicate authentic stories as told by your clients, and it's not from a marketing department. This is a beautiful story about someone who didn't know Jessica Stoner in Canmore previous to finding her. They really appreciated how she told them reasons why a certain property wasn't good for them and why a certain development wouldn't work. And I think it's these authentic stories that are shared by reviews that are so powerful, that really help, get you new customers. And what I like about this is that, you do the effort of collecting that review, but you have it. You have it for the whole time that you're in business, and it helps you bring repeat customers because these stories are so heartfelt. Reviews certainly help you tie in the feedback loop. So you learn how to hone your business, how to get better. And the best agents also know that this is not just marketing, but this is a genuine tool for professional growth, to see how you can gather that feedback and bring it back into your business and become better at what you do. Another great thing about RankMyAgent is that we have these RE awards, and these awards basically are on different categories. So we have team awards, individual account awards, new agent awards, office awards, and basically we look at the quality, rating, and number of reviews for the transactions that have occurred within the time frame, so within this year, and then we get you recognized in these categories. So there's national winners as well. And yeah, so I think as you collect reviews, you will qualify into these as well. So here's the system that you should follow to collect RE-OSCARs. Make sure that you update your RankMyAgent profile. You will be given some logins that will give you access to RankMyAgent. Start requesting reviews. Check your review stats so that you can see if a client has responded to a review or not, or what is the status. Make sure that these reviews go online and respond to these reviews. I would add photographs to reviews as well, and we'll walk you through this. So now, in the next stage of the presentation, I want to get into how you can get going with RankMyAgent, how you can get started. So we're going to be setting up your profile, adding contacts, how to use review templates to make it super easy to request reviews. Sorry, we just have new people joining, and I'll just let them in. Okay, perfect. So now, to log in, you will be given some login access from the office or from ourselves, and we'll let you know how that's going to work after the presentation. What you'll do is you'll log in using these credentials. If you don't have credentials already, some of you may already have accounts, but this would allow you to gain access to RankMyAgent. Once you're there, head over to My Account, Edit Profile, and that's where you would get started with filling out your basic details, your biography, any services and specializations you focus in, any designations, certifications you have, locations that you service, languages, any awards that you've won outside of RankMyAgent Awards, so you can upload those and write a description, your social media details, and definitely personalize your profile, because you can add a photograph on the top, like a banner. So make sure you do that. We have added your headshots, but if your headshot has not been added, you can also add that yourself. make sure you click save to update and save all those changes. Requesting reviews is super simple. You would head over to request review, and that's where you'll find that button, and you just put in the email address of the client that you just firmed up the deal with, pick a template, and then go ahead, write the subject, and there's the template ready for you, and you can send a copy to yourself and you can click send. You can even track these, so you can track if it was sent, if the email was opened. You can even resend that request really easily. So that's showing you where this is located. So it's account review requests, where you can see all the details. You can get your clients to write these reviews even more easily if you use the contacts button. And I encourage you to do that because some of the basic details for them would be pre-filled, and then they would easily be able to complete that survey for you. We also have this ultimate bundle of review templates because we realized that there are many scenarios where you may have helped your agent, be it buy, sell, rent. Perhaps you have reviews on other platforms and you want to bring them over to RankMyAgent. So these templates will easily help you, bring it all together. And we will be sending you these templates so that you can easily copy them into your templates onto your own RankMyAgent. Now, for teams, we have two different types of accounts. There is a Team Plus account, and that allows all your members of the team to collect their own reviews while having an umbrella of a big team together, so that you're celebrating success together and you gain lots of access to the whole Team Plus account. One of the big benefits here is that an admin can go in and request reviews on behalf of team members. Certainly is a huge time saver for busy teams. Now for Team Lite accounts, these are accounts where everyone does everything together, and it's a shared account, so you get one login, and the team members can share this and they can collect reviews as a team together. So this is really beneficial for smaller teams and for teams that want to tie in, all their work together on Realtor.ca together. Now I'm going to pass it to Gianna to share more about the client journey and what that looks like. I think Gianna was having some technical difficulties, but I think she's back online. So give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm back, Riti. Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah. Please excuse me for turning off my camera to avoid being disconnected again, but I'd be glad to proceed. So now we'll go through a refresher of the review process from when you request a review up to when the review gets published to your profile. First, the agent starts the review process by sending a review request directly from their Rank My Agent account using the request review feature. Or option two, the client can search for your Rank My Agent profile and submit a review through your profile, or use your direct survey link to leave their feedback. So if you use first option in step one, which is through your account, the client will receive a review request email from you. They can begin the survey by clicking the link provided in that email. The client then completes the survey form, writes their review, and submits it. As Riti mentioned earlier, AI looks for ground truths now, including verified reviews. So as part of our process, the client will receive a verification email to confirm their email address. So this just ensures that your review was submitted by a real person using a valid email. So the image on the right shows a preview of that email. And after clicking that verification link, they will see a confirmation message. And if you have integrations with Google or LinkedIn, they can also choose to share their review on those platforms. And finally, they'll be notified once you confirm the review and it goes live on your profile. They'll also receive a notification if you respond to their review. The next slide shows you a preview of the survey and how your clients complete it. So clients can use a quick 5-star rate with criteria based on factors that both clients and now even AI look for a real estate professional. Our reviews must meet our guidelines to be published. Those that don't meet our guidelines will go into moderation or investigation, and any that breach the guidelines will not be posted. The form asks for the complete transaction address only, but that's for verification only and it will not be published. Just a note that the survey has two fields for location, one for the street address and another for the neighborhood or city, which must be chosen from a search dropdown. And also, if you used our built-in review request system and added the reviewer as a contact, their information will be pre-filled, which is the first name, last name, and email address. But clients can still edit these details if they choose to use an alias or their initials if they don't want their real name to appear publicly. And lastly, the survey is available on mobile and a paper version is also available for clients who cannot complete it using a computer. If you want that paper copy, please feel free to email us at support@rankmyagent.com so we can provide it to you. Let me pass it to Riti for the next part.
Thank you so much, Gianna. So now let's get into something I think that you've been waiting for. How do you turn these reviews into actual business? And I'm going to be talking about optimizing your account. One of the most powerful strategies is the geo-farming with reviews. To do that, head over to My Account Reviews, and that's where you can put in a tag for your city. So this basically helps you get noticed on the search results and even on search results external to RankMyAgent, because as you gather more reviews for transactions, the city areas gets exposed, and the more you show up in those cities, the more higher you will appear in the search results. Our Canadian integration with Realtor.ca is quite amazing because it's a one-time integration and it allows all your reviews from RankMyAgent to go on Realtor.ca and your active listings. The integration itself is super easy to do. You would head over to member.realtor.ca and this would allow you to go ahead and get it integrated. And, you know, I encourage you to do this integration today. Don't even wait for the first review because it's just one more step that will have to be done later. And this is when, you know, spring season is going to get busy. You'll have open houses and you'll want these reviews to show in the printout, you know, with the listing. So these reviews will show right under your name, and you'd want that as you're meeting new clients. And it's a great way to build that trust. Another great way to leverage your reviews is by adding widgets to your website. Now, widgets are available under marketing tools on RankMyAgent, and there are widgets for all types of scenarios. So there's, you know, short widgets for your website, there's bigger widgets, there's buttons, and I highly encourage you to copy the code. You can stick this into the source code of your website or send it to your web developer, and they can easily put it on your website for you. It's going to be another way for you to build that trust as people go to your own website. And, you know, it's so much better than those testimonial areas that are like 10 years old and clients don't know who wrote those reviews, because, you know, these are verified. It really helps build that trust off the start. We also have another integration, and with this integration, the last 5 Google reviews can be on your RankMyAgent profile. For this integration, just send us an email at support@rankmyagent.com, and we'd be more than happy to you know, get that integrated for you. Now, here's a feature that clients love, and I think agents also really enjoy, because it gives them, the clients, an opportunity to copy the review that they just, you know, wrote for you and easily send it to one of these platforms. So with a simple mechanism of copying it, they would click here, and they have to be signed in for Google, for the Google review, or LinkedIn or Facebook, but they can easily then just paste it for you. So the integration is set up in the web and social media area. And once it's done, it helps you amplify the reviews from RankMyAgent onto these other sites as well. So here's what the Google one looks like. After the survey is completed, they're taken to a landing page, your clients. They can either click on it, or after the review goes live, they get an email saying, can you please do your agent a favor and copy this review onto these platforms? And they would just copy it from there. Just some clarifications on this. The client still manually does do this. It's not an auto integration where seamlessly it goes from RankMyAgent onto Google, because Google does need the client to be logged in and to manually do this process. However, it's a very simple cut and copy, and it only takes them about 30 seconds to do it. I encourage you to tell your clients when you are sending out that review request that you will get this email, and if you can just copy it, copy the review for the other sites. Now let's talk about reviews and marketing assets. How do we turn these into powerful marketing assets? And some of these ways are by adding photographs to your reviews. Gianna, do you want to speak more about how to add photographs and respond to reviews?
Yes, Riti, but there's just a quick question if you want to review how we'll link the agent's profile on Realtor.ca. Maybe we could go back to that slide quickly
Uh-huh.
to have
And
that.
what was the question, Gianna?
It's how the agents can link their profile on Realtor.ca. Yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah, that's a great question. So what you need to do is head over to member.realtor.ca. And when you are sent your account details later today, you will see that there is a unique RankMyAgent ID in the dashboard. You would copy that ID and then just put it into this area, into the Realtor.ca portal, and then you would click Save. And then within 30 minutes, you'll see all those reviews from RankMyAgent will go onto your profile. Maybe just after the presentation component, I can also show you the FAQ on that and walk you through that. It's a good question.
Thanks, Riti.
No problem. Okay, so I'll pass it back to you, Gianna.
Yeah, thank you. So now standing out on social media can be really challenging. So Rank My Agent offers tools to help you personalize your reviews and enhance your profile. So first, you can add photos to your live reviews. These photos, based on experience, add a human touch and help potential clients visualize your past transactions. So if you add reviews, they could visualize what property types you specialize in and such. And to do this, you could go to your Rank My Agent account, go to the reviews tab on the upper part of the tab, find the published review you want to add a photo to, and manage the review. You could then upload a photo, and the photo will appear on your profile together with the review. You can also respond to these reviews because responding shows appreciation and adds personalizations. According to research, around 88% of consumers would use a business if they see owners responding to all reviews, whether these are positive or negative. And a resounding 93% expect businesses to respond to reviews. And even AI now looks at how responsive you are with the reviews. So we encourage you to do that. You could also do that by clicking the reviews tab, manage the review, and you could add your response there. And the next thing that we have is shareable graphics that you could share on social media or listing presentations. So to download your graphics, you could still log on to your Rank My Agent profile and click the reviews tab. Look for the review you want to download a photo. But alternatively, you could also do that through your email because when a review goes live, you'll receive an email with a link to download the graphic. You can see it in the slide as well on the lower part, and this is handy whenever you're outside or you're using mobile. And these graphics can also be customized to align with your brand. For example, Canva, you could use it because it's a great option. It's user friendly, wherein you could edit your review graphics. Canva also offers templates for social media, including Instagram stories, where you could add direct links to your reviews on Rank My Agent. So it drives traffic to your profile as well. And using these graphics helps amplify your reviews to your followers and potential clients. If you'd like more guidance on customizing your review graphics on Canva, you could reach out to us so that we could provide more tips. That's it for now, Riti.
Thanks so much, Gianna. I see that a question has come in, and I think I'll just read the question out loud. A few questions from my group on personalizing reviews. You spoke about adding photos of the property, even if you don't have permission with the buyer or seller. So if you don't have permission from the buyer seller, first of all, you should have permission from the buyer seller if you are planning to add photographs. However, if you do not have permission, I think it's still okay to get the visual of a neighborhood. A lot of our agents, if it's like beautiful Okanagan Valley, like they'll show you like a bird's eye view of where this is. So they show something to give a potential client that is searching on RankMyAgent to an idea of, what are the types of properties. Maybe it's like the front of the building. Maybe you don't have permission for inside the unit, but maybe it's the whole building. So those are some ideas on what you can do. But I think in your paperwork, when you are, firming up the deals, there should be a clause there about advertising and sharing. Another great point here raised was we saw a review enhanced that read sold 100,000 over asking. Is this permitted? As long as you have permission from the buyer and seller, and in your paperwork, you probably have a clause in there about what you can share, then it is permitted. Otherwise, yes, please, make sure that you are abiding by the rules, by the RICO rules when you are, taking the graphics and adding, materials back into it. So I hope that answered the question. And if you do have any others, feel free to use the chat box. I'll pop in there and certainly open up at the end of the presentation. A few more things I wanted to highlight is our award winners also have an opportunity to download award certificates. So we do share buttons and all, but some agents do want physical award certificates that they can share within their office or onto listing presentations. So these are available for you to make use of. So now let's talk about real case studies across Canada, real examples, so that hopefully we can inspire you to really take these reviews to the next level here. So we see that agents are sharing reviews on social media all the time. You just have to search hashtag RankMyAgent on Instagram and you'll see examples of this. Certainly it gives consistent proof of, how you work. And another good thing actually I find is that a lot of agents I'm finding are getting referrals because they have RankMyAgent accounts. Other agents in other areas are looking for great agents for their clients, and that's how a lot of agents are telling me that the referrals are coming through this way as well. So on your website as well, so these are the widgets that you could be using. We love how the offices are celebrating success because, there's something to say about what people say about you versus just the transactions. And this is a great way to highlight. Some more examples of Instagram stories. Certainly when it's award season, we see in January, February, agents love to share more about that. Agents are also doing ads. So they do ads with their name. So they'll do first name, last name. And as you can see, it's, Thomas here wants people to go to his RankMyAgent profile because that's where the trust is going to be built. And that's where his verified reviews are. I love this example of, what you could be doing. Imagine repurposing a RankMyAgent review. And then you just sold a home in this neighborhood. So you decide to run an ad in that postal code. So all of a sudden, people that may know the buyer seller, of course, you need permission, from them to be adding their picture. But this is just an example of what the Hamry team did. And so you have the happy sellers here, you have the review, and you have the third-party validation, and then you would run an ad that way. And, I think that's a great idea to build more awareness about yourself. I also like how, this team here, Hack & Co, is sharing about their reviews and trying to get people to understand more about them. And now, this is a concept that I think is so important to how reviews help you become that key person of influence. And this is an idea for any local market where there's a handful of agents and everyone seems to know and trust, but reviews is that powerful way to kind of differentiate yourself And when you keep on coming up on searches, on those AI recommendations, you tie it into some element of offline. So, I really like this as well. Hack and Co here on their laptop. So they won some awards for various cities. What they did was create a decal on the laptop. So can you imagine, you just meet a person and you have your laptop open, so you meet this client, and all of a sudden you're telling the client, what charity do you support, what brand are you with, and what are the types of reviews for what cities you received. You're already building credibility from day one there when you just meet the clients. So I encourage you to take a look at these ideas and see what you can do. Email signatures also really work well, be it the Read My Reviews, or be it if you won awards, to highlight those. So a few more examples of what agents have done. They have created billboards in community centers with their awards. They have had park bench recognition as well, where they're taking clients in that neighborhood to pretty much learn more about them on the third-party site, and certainly the certificates. Some more examples here. So, just to bring it all together now, reviews are the fuel of AI search, and without reviews, AI will not have any signals about you. You need reviews that are strong, verified, and detailed to help you become visible, to help you compete with competitors in this way. And certainly AI is that repetition summarizer. And you do need that multi-source validation. And the more places you appear, RankMyAgent, Google, LinkedIn, Realtor.ca, remax.ca, the stronger the signals are, the higher you're going to rank. So your strategy right now, I think, should be to certainly understand that AI is looking for its favorites right now, and they're building their trusted lists. And you have an early mover advantage, and I think that's really important this year for you to get a head start. And I'm, so thrilled that REMAX Rouge River is doing this, because I think this is really going to help you guys, get that start and get going with reviews. The strategy for you now is, of course, provide that awesome experience. And, I know that's why you are here today. That's why you are with this office, because you do provide that to your clients. Make sure you communicate the significance of the review. So tell them that this review means a lot to my business. And, I'd really appreciate that as we reach that important milestone in this journey. So as soon as you firm up the transaction, send out the review request. Integrate this into all aspects of your business branding. So you want to look at anything that is printed, anything on your website, so that people can really, tie it all together. Respond to all reviews, and make sure you gather reviews each and every time and repeat the cycle over and over, because that's going to help you gain ahead in that. So I did want to let you know that REMAX Rouge River does have this offer for you guys. You will be put on a 30-day free trial, the premium trial. And if you decide to keep the premium trial, there is a coupon code here that you can use that would give you that discount. It's quite a great discount. So it's $147 annually, $200 annually. And if you decide to not upgrade, there's a basic account. So I want to say that basic account is also important for you to have, because you can still put your reviews on remax.ca and realtor.ca if you do that integration. So now, I just want to summarize what we discussed today. So make sure you get started with RankMyAgent. Make sure you get started with your profile. So edit the profile area, update it, start requesting reviews. Make sure you do that for each and every time you firm up a deal, and make sure you collect these reviews all the time. And do note that you have time right now. December 31st is the deadline for the new awards for this year. So certainly this is a great time for you to start collecting. And I'll leave you with this, be remarkable, not just good, be remarkable, because remarkable agents get remarkable reviews, and remarkable reviews build remarkable businesses. So that's what we're here to help you with today. So let's now open up to any questions. I see that we have a few questions in the chat box.
Riti, we have a great question from Melody's group. She said, about requesting reviews for past transactions, how far can we go? And also another note, she said Kelly is on the Zoom and can provide her personal experience. And then I'll answer Ryan Brown's question.
Okay, perfect. So, yeah, Melody, the agents can go back to the time that they were in business. And what I recommend is take your database of your clients, number them 1 to 3. 1, most likely to write that review for you. 2, lukewarm. 3, you need to call them and kind of, warm up to that. So I would start with the 1s, and then the 2s and the 3s. And it's actually a really nice touch point as well to, as they do their monthly check-ins with these clients, these past clients, just let them know that they're using a new service for collecting reviews, and they're really hoping that, you can help them out. And most clients that love you will not mind. It takes like 2-3 minutes to do the review, and it really will help you a lot. So I would start there. Yeah. Okay, so Ryan had a great question about if I subscribe for 1 year, I get a bunch of reviews and then stop next year. Would I lose those reviews on Google as well? No, you would not lose those reviews on Google. Once those reviews are on Google, through that integration, they are on Google. So they're on a different platform. And with RankMyAgent, the last 3 reviews will always show in the basic account, the latest 3. But yes, you will not, lose those reviews. They'll just be the last 3 will show on RankMyAgent. And there'll be some limitations with geo-farming, and some of these other integrations won't be available in that basic plan. Gianna, maybe you can even drop the pricing plan differences as well, link in there so they can see what the 2 differences are between those plans. Oh yeah, and I see, Gianna, you did answer that question. So yes, Melody, everyone will be receiving an email today from us with the login information, and we will send you one Excel sheet with all the login informations as well, so that you have all of those details. And okay, so Kelly has a good question here. She has some existing reviews on RankMyAgent, and she's asking how can they be transferred onto Google now. So Kelly, this one gets a little bit interesting because prior to this integration, there was no way to do that. However, now moving forward, you can do it. In the past, I would recommend that you ask those clients to take that review and get it copied on to Google. So we won't be able to do that integration for the past ones, but moving forward, we can once you get that integration set up. And we can send you more details on that as well. Gianna can send you a few more details on the rules around that. Perfect. And you know what, I will maybe just ask Kelly if she can, tell us more about her experience, and if we can unmute Kelly.
Hi.
And if it's okay for you to share.
Sure.
Thank
So I think I've been on RankMyAgent a few years now. I have about 66 reviews. I find it's a struggle sometimes to get them. You have to request a few times. I'm finding now when I ask via text message, it seems to be working a little bit easier for people to fill out the forms as opposed to the email. But I just sold a home in Ajax right now. I get at least 2 or 3 calls a year from people on RankMyAgent. So they hired me directly on my reviews from RankMyAgent. And so I think it's very worthwhile. And then it does link to Realtor.ca. So when you have listings, people can see what you're about right away. It's very helpful. It has been a good tool for me. I'm always trying to use the little widgets and everything. It's not easy for me, but I'm working on it. But yes, if you pursue your people now that it's integrated with Google, I think it will be better. But I was before Google, so I have a lot of reviews that can't get onto Google.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you for, Kelly, sharing your perspective. And I really appreciate you being such a strong advocate of our work. And certainly, like, we are a tech product, so we're constantly updating and doing things to, meet the needs of the population. So I really do appreciate, getting feedback. And Kelly, I will think about this. I will talk to our tech team because I have something in mind already that we could do to help you. So let me take it back for them. Perfect. Gianna, do we have any other questions?
Probably the last one, maybe we could show Kelly's REMAX.ca profile.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so here we are on Kelly's profile. As you can see, 67 reviews, super impressive. This is the integration that Realtor.ca has set up, so you can the consumer can go in and read all these reviews. What I really like is, say if I don't know Kelly and I come to this listing, I'm searching on Realtor.ca, and all of a sudden I see this, I'm like, okay, I don't know Kelly, I don't have an agent. Wow, like she's got 67 reviews and this is her listing. Maybe I want to talk to her. Maybe I want to, potentially, work with her. So I think this is where the trust is gained. And I feel that this is a very common workflow where someone will look at a house on Realtor.ca. And if this integration is in place right away, there's some authority to this. And I think, okay, let me show you the remax.ca integration as well. So with remax.ca, this is her profile. If you head over to reviews, you can see her reviews on remax.ca, and these are powered by RankMyAgent. I believe if you also go to her listings, I believe that there is something in there as well that would allow, oh, here we go. So if someone is on remax.ca, again, that trust is being built right away. So for this integration, send us a note at support@rankmyagent.com and we'll help you with the remax.ca integration, because it's something on our side that we need to do. But it's, these are one-time integrations, and once they're done, just really helps. Perfect. Gianna, would you mind just putting in our Zoom help link in as well? So if someone needs to book a call with us, they can book a 15-minute call and we can kind of help them with their profile and help them optimize.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. So I think at this point, I'm going to pass it to Melody, and I'll let you, you guys, if you have any more comments, feel free to unmute yourself and we can discuss.
Thank you so much, Riti.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for having us.